Excellent. So, generally going to be about 8 questions, and I'm going to go pretty quickly. Sounds good?
Okay.
All right. So, how would you describe your face wearing habits?
Pretty much all the time. The only time I don't use them really is when I'm at the gym. It just makes it really hard to breathe. But mainly my main reason for doing that is because I've been around so much. I've kind of, unfortunately, lost some of its impact.
Face masks can be fairly uncomfortable. What would you compare that discomfort to?
I don't know. I've gotten so used to wearing them at work. An annoyance.
An annoyance?
Yeah.
Anything physical you can think of that could be compared that to that annoyance? Take your time. It's no big deal. Take your time.
I don't think much of it, man. I think physical.
What do you think? What do you think?
No, man, just.
Drawing a blank? It's okay.
Yeah, sorry, man.
It's alright, no big deal.
Like I said, I've gotten so used to wearing them the past year.
Yeah. So for you, you're just comfortable at this point?
Yeah, that's just irritation.
Yeah.
Main complaint is they fog up my glasses and make it a little bit harder to breathe sometimes.
Yeah.
When you're having allergies and whatnot. Yeah. When you wear them for 12 hours a shift, a couple days a week, I mean, you get kind of used to them.
Yikes. That's a lot. Yeah, no kidding. So who do you think benefits the most from the use of a face mask?
Usually the elderly. It's really kind of hard to say because really a face mask, all it does is designed to keep you from spreading it. So the people that are more vulnerable, I don't think it really helps them absorb it. It just kind of helps other people not spread it as heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, most of them they're designed not to spread rather than trying to really protect you from getting anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I guess more than anyone would be anyone immunocompromised, anyone with respiratory issues, the elderly, who are more susceptible to pneumonia, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This other question is part of this series. So if wearing an uncomfortable face mask would ensure one less person from dying, will you continue to do it?
I want to say yes, but in actuality, people have been dying all the time. I don't think, last I checked, our numbers aren't up more than normal. And there's been such misuse of the diagnosis of COVID. I've spoken to some of doctors who said that they were given a criteria to pronounce someone COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and they were told to use it loosely. There's been so much, in my opinion, abuse on that diagnosis. It's kind of hard to really, I don't know. I mean, I think at this point, I've been dealing with so much for so long, I'm kind of a little jaded.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know.
Okay. Would you feel different if that individual were to be a family member or a friend?
Obviously, probably, but it's hard to gauge. I mean, everyone's responsible for what they do. I've seen grown adults outside, old elderly that are on breathing oxygen, not wearing a face mask, not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just depends on what choices. If they want to be around me. I've been all year. I've had very little contact with my family because they were afraid to be around me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just hard to say, man.
Gotcha.
I wish I could. It's not a black and white, really.
Mm-hmm.
I've been avoiding my grandmother because she has lung cancer and COPD and all that kind of stuff, so I just avoid her.
For sure.
So, I mean, it's about choices.
What has helped the economy more, the use of face masks or the strategic infusion of cash to eligible individuals within the economic system?
Is that one more time?
So what has helped more the economy, wearing masks or the checks, basically, just to put it simply?
You know, I'm not real sure on that one. I think with a lot of people, the checks really didn't help a whole lot, in my opinion. I think a lot of people use them to buy frivolous things. I know I took mine and I pay off some credit because in my job I'm still needed. I didn't lose any income. But I don't know with the face masks, because they didn't keep a whole lot of businesses open still. A lot of businesses still shut down, even with the use of face masks, because they weren't allowed to open as much as they needed to. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I really don't know how people are using that cash, man.
Mm-hmm.
If I knew if they were actually using it for to help themselves, you know, with their bills and buy things of use, I'd say that probably one. But if they're buying just frivolous things, it's not really helping out a whole lot.
Do you believe that the monetary aid has been sufficient to help most families since the pandemic started?
I know it's better than nothing. I just don't know personally other people's, like how everyone's affected by it. Like I know the restaurant industry has been heavily affected by it, so I'm sure it helped out them. A lot of people are learning to do their work at home, so I don't think they're allocating extra money. So I'm not real sure how. So I know that people in certain industries it has helped quite a bit. Others it hasn't. I just don't know the full data on how much it's actually helping people. Like I said, a lot of people, I know my sister, some friends of mine have all learned to work from home. So they're not affected by, you know, what's happening, business shutting down and this and that. They still have a job.
For sure.
I know a lot of people are using like me, they're paying off debt, they're saving it just in case.
Who do you think has benefited the most from the infusion of cash?
Low income. Low income families, members of the like restaurants, bars that have been having to shut down. Any businesses, any people that work for businesses that had to downsize.
Mm-hmm.
Lay off people because they didn't have enough business. Those people, those families are the ones that probably benefit the most from it.
Awesome. And this is the last question. What would benefit the regular individual the most? Are we recovering economy from wearing masks or more stimulus checks?
Say it one more time. If I get it full.
What would benefit the regular individual the most? A recovering economy from wearing masks or more stimulus checks?
You said while wearing masks?
Yeah, so a recovering economy or a stimulus check?
I think the economy, man. I think the checks are just a Band-Aid. You keep on pouring money out, but at some point we still have, as citizens, through our taxes and whatnot, we still have to pay that money back. Mm-hmm. You're just increasing the debt for future generations. Mm-hmm. We gotta get the economy back and going. Mm-hmm. If it means wearing a mask, I don't really have a problem wearing a mask out at the stores, out and about. But I know a lot of people, especially with this being Texas, a lot of people do. But as long as we can open this stuff up, and we are actually more people going for